I'm Brad Hertz, and this is my wife Laura, and we're in the new guest house we built on our property in Woodland Hills. We're fortunate to have a half acre, and we wanted to make living quarters for our in-laws, my wife's parents, and so we just decided to find the right contractor and do it.
So I actually found Supreme Remodeling on Angie's list. I talked to different people, got a whole bunch of people that we interviewed, and we really liked Supreme Remodeling, and we really liked Mickey. And I called a few of his references, and I called and I watched the video that another couple had done of the work they had done, and he seemed completely confident with our job. He gave us a fair estimate, and we fired the other contractor in about half a minute and hired Supreme Remodeling, and we started in December, and 30 days later we had our permits and we were ready to work. The original meeting with Mickey, I was a little apprehensive because we've already had a bad experience with one contractor, and I just didn't want to sign a contract and get started. But we liked him so much, Brad said, let's just sign. I'm like, we're not signing. So Mickey came back a week later, and then we signed. And it was really a good thing. I mean, we were really happy. He was complete integrity, following up with us, coming to the job almost every day. If he said guys were gonna be here, they were here. And it wasn't just one guy, there was often a full team of people, and it went really smoothly.
I was immediately very comfortable with Mickey Canyon from Supreme Remodeling. He understood the family sense that we were building a guest house for members of our family so that we could have 4 generations living on our property, and gave us a lot of guidance along the way, made everything very user-friendly. He sat us down and walked us through every kind of stage, even taking us to stores like Home Depot and Lowe's to help pick out fixtures, and he really kind of held our hand the whole way through the process, and he was great. As much as it could be, the job went like clockwork. Mickey gave us a very detailed schedule in terms of breaking down the costs and the timing, and it went really according to plan. We had good weather being in Southern California, and so it went all through the winter and spring, and by Labor Day it was done really without any complications.
And even when the days that it did rain, he made sure that people were here to cover the roof and cover the thing and make it all be clean and not muddy. He made sure the guys did the extra work to keep it clean after they left. And if we weren't happy with something, he got them back right away and fixed it. And even now that we're done, if there's anything that we question or need help with or a touch-up, he has guys here to make sure they're done. It's been amazing to have my parents live with us, but not really live with us. So most nights we feel like we kind of have a house to come to or a restaurant to come to for dinner, which we didn't have before because both Brad and I work. And it's been really strangely amazing. I was very, very, very worried that it was going to be a little bit invasive, but they have their own space and we have our space, and we just work together to make it work.
I would just say we had talked about building a guest house on our property for about 22 years and never were able to really decide on the right approach. And as Laura's grandmother was aging and her parents were aging and we wanted to find a family solution, we finally decided the time was right. And so we couldn't be happier. We have 4 generations living on our property, and yet because my in-laws are 20 feet away, there's enough of a separation. And everyone who looks at the house doesn't think it's a guest house. They think this is a real entire house. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a great room, a big closet for my mother-in-law, and we're very, very pleased.
they love living here. They're really happy. The way that it's been done, I mean, everything's perfect, everything's new. It's a big enough space. It's a 1,400 square foot house, so it's not like a little house. We made one major room that they're able to entertain. They were able to take their furniture, which is large furniture from their old house, and fit it all into this one huge room. Even their bedroom furniture fits. And we even made the bathrooms. My parents are not old, but in case they want to stay here for 20 or 30 years and they need eventually to walk into their shower versus step up into their shower, Mickey thought of everything. And it's really kind of amazing and beautiful.
I would definitely recommend Supreme Remodeling. We've met with many contractors over the years, and Supreme Remodeling was the most professional, the highest quality work, and really walked us through every step of the way, so I would highly recommend them.
I would recommend Supreme Remodeling. This was not an easy job because it was half a house. It was kind of a storage unit, and we took half of it down and kept the rest. So Mickey worked with that and still was able to give us to keep the costs down, to give us a quality home. Thank you, Supreme Remodeling, for
making our dream come true.